You need to remove the background in the next video, but you're not sure which technique is the best? I tested them all for you. Tools like rotoscope or key light in After Effects are really fantastic. However, if you're shooting products like me, where there's a lot of close-ups and every little details has its importance, the techniques are not perfect. In this ultimate guide, I tested for you several background colors behind a product and several After Effects keying tools in order for you to speed up your next video production. Let's start with the white background. So we will rotoscope the product from the background, and the tool actually does a pretty good job. The only issue that you can see is that it takes quite a lot of time to isolate the product. And also, as soon as you get light apart, highlights on the product, then you have to select these pixels frame by frame, which takes way too much time. So the rotoscope is a great option here, but not for detailed work. So let's try the other keying technique available to us. So keying is about creating areas of transparency based on color or lightness, which is removing it. I will recommend to use key light for background removal. However, in this video, we'll show you the result using chroma key and luma key too. So it sounds like using the white background confuses the program and is not able to identify which pixels belongs to the background or the product. So here is not the right options in that case. So let's move on to the black background. Using rotoscoping, the main issue we have here are contaminated edges. So there are some options in rotoscoping to remove these pixels from the edges. But again, for detailed work, it doesn't sound like the right option. Moving on to the keying tools, we have the same issue as with the white background, where After Effects is not capable to distinguish black pixels from the product and from the background. So here again, the best tool for black background would be to use rotoscoping, but that may result spending a lot of time in post-production. Now, I've seen many filmmakers using the same color background as the color of the product, and I wanted to test this option. I saw that with rotoscoping, although we spend the same amount of time as on the white and black background, here we are capable to hide better the imperfection in the render. Watch out, as since the colors of both products and background are similar, make sure that the edges are properly isolated. So using rotoscoping with the same color background is definitely an option if you're limited in time or budget for your production. Not surprisingly, I found out that the best results were when combining the key light tool with a blue or green screen. The process is by far the fastest and the cleanest. However, there's a big caveat here. By using these techniques is that often you will see a spill of blue or green color onto the product, totally messing up your render. And this happens often when you don't have enough space between the screen and the subject itself. So what is the solution? Flagging. You can use flags on each side of the product, just make sure that they don't cross with the product itself. Now you can use different colors. If you use white, you will get white highlights on the product. But you can also use the same color as the flag as your product to make sure that the highlights are even less noticeable.